Hi, everybody, and welcome to another Programmatic Connect Digital interview. In this episode, we've invited Rahul Kumar, Growth Manager for the popular mobile traveling app Oyo. Keep on watching to discover more about his experiences and insights on mobile programmatic and strategies for a travel app campaign.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Programmatic Connect Digital. I am Pompika from Aarki and today we are honored to have Rahul from Oyo Rooms. Hi Rahul.
Hi, Pompika.
Hi. Thanks for being with us today. So would you like to introduce yourself and about your company?
Sure. Hi, everyone. My name is Rahul. I'm a growth manager for Oyo. Currently, I'm responsible for planning and strategizing, user growth acquisition across multiple geographies for Oyo right now. For those who don't know Oyo Room is an Indian hospitality chain of leased and franchised hotels, homes, and living spaces. It was founded by Ritesh Agrawal in 2013. More about this company, it's like we have actually solved a huge problem for a budget travel hotel segment right now because Ritesh finds there is a massive need of good and comfortable, I would say, stay for budget travelers, and that's how Oyo came into picture, and we actually resolved it in a very innovative way. In a very short span of time, we have actually crossed our footprints into 80 plus countries right now. Okay, and even last week we have just crossed our 50 million plus app downloads across the world. We are the fastest growing hotel chain right now, and yep, that's it.
That is great, Rahul. Thank you so much. So, Rahul, as we all know that every industry has been affected by this pandemic, even like each and every individuals have been affected by it. So, hospitality industry is the one which is like the most affected one. What is your overall marketing strategy for the rest of the year?
That's true, Pompika. COVID-19 has affected every sector across the globe, and even the hotel industry. Yeah, that's true. That's we are the hardest hit. We got the we are such an. I mean, if I talk about any other industry which we can compare with hotel industry is the aviation industry. That's the only thing what
Correct.
I can say. The hospitality industry will never be the same again, and let's take this as a hardcore truth that post COVID situation, the industry is not gonna same again right now. The way we used to operate, the way we used to travel, think this pandemic has fundamentally changed the way consumer look at their travel plans right now, and that's how it's going on, and that's we are observing across the markets. If we talk about the marketing strategy, CRGLU, we had few geos, which is our good, I would say, our base geographies like India, Southeast Asia, US, and Latin business. We are focusing over there. The overall marketing strategy we have actually segmented into three different parts: our branding, our resurrection, and our user acquisition. So we have actually doing all these things in a parallel world right now. Why branding is necessary right now? Because post COVID situation, when people used to travel, and when they're planning to travel, we need to have we have to generate a demand for them, like why exactly they want to do. So we are actually doing a sanitized stay fir badega India campaign to promote our that hotels are safe for them, like if they're traveling over
Correct.
here, it's safe for them. We did had a integration with I would say Rocky and Mayur is like one of the famous India's influencer. So we
Okay.
did a road trip campaign because we know that people will start traveling, and see, I'll tell you, the travel will start in a phase wise, right? The travel will start in
Correct.
a phase wise. First it will start with a domestic thing, then it will go for some kind of road trips, for the short road trips with family, then friends, and that's how it's gonna start. So we are actually planning our strategy in that way, that how we can capture the market intent right now in a perfect way,
Mhm.
and that's the overall. Second is our resurrection campaign. And why resurrection? Pre-COVID level, we had a huge user base, right? We had super active base and all, but right now maximum of the our active base has moved to dormant and inactive right now. It means people either they're not coming to the app or they're not making any kind of transactions, and few of them have also uninstalled the app. Now
Correct.
as an advertiser and as a brand, we are thinking like how we can win back those our own customer who are so valuable to us, in order if we compare as a lifetime value or something like that. So we are planning like how we can have a resurrection campaign for them as well. So that
Correct.
is something which we are focusing. And third is like new user acquisition. That is a parallel going on right now. I mean, that is something which goes along with that. But yeah, this is like overall marketing strategy for the next years, and we are planning in that way.
That is like highly appreciated. So, yeah. So, coming to the programmatic, mobile programmatic, it is a evolving industry. So, what do you think are the biggest trends and challenges in mobile programmatic today?
Okay, nice. So I'll tell you, there is no wonder that the future will be dominated by programmatic techniques. I mean, no one can question that. I mean, we used to run in a very conventional marketing strategy where it was Google and Facebook and everything, but programmatic is going to play a very vital role. And why so? I'll tell you two, three things which I find very interesting. First thing is in-app advertising, right? When I say in-app advertising, an individual spends an average of 3 to 5 hours every day on mobile, and 90% of the time they spend on an app. So in terms of data and viewability, mobile apps are providing the best platform for any programmatic ads. That's what I believe.
Correct.
Second, we talk about the hyperlocal GPS targeting. So if some advertiser wants to target a specific user in a specific location, smartphones are the best device for location-based advertising, right? And
Correct.
mobile programmatic has a big opportunity in this area. Why I'm saying so? There was a research done by Cisco, and Cisco confirmed that by end of 2020 there will be 5.5 billion mobile users, which is 70% of your overall global population, right? I mean, it creates a huge amount of, I would say, opportunity for any advertiser to have, a hyper local or GPS targeting or in a targeting.
True. Yeah.
Then we have dynamic creative optimization as well. I mean, these things which supports a programmatic platform in a vital way. This is so much of important dynamic creative optimization because why I say like based on the outside event, you are actually optimizing your creative messaging. So currently IPL is going on now. Now based on the IPL moment, I want to optimize my creative and show to the advertiser. I mean, what else you can expect from here? I mean, that is one of the must thing what advertisers should hop on. I'm just giving an example of IPL, but there are multiple things going across the world which you can use as an event and you can optimize your creative and messaging along with that in that way. Second, yeah, AI and ML is something everyone is aware. Like entire programmatic industry works on AI and ML model, where artificial intelligence is not only for having a huge volume of data and finding the pattern. It enhances the performance in a very possible way. The
Correct.
ability of AI to identify buyer patterns accurately is something which a human can't do, and that's something which is the best part right now. uh, yeah, so overall this is what it is about programmatic advertising. What I think, and where is the scope of advertising going on right now? The shift of digital advertising is happening from mobile web to mobile app at a very massive way right now. People are moving from mobile web to mobile app inventory. Consumer privacy will play a more prominent role, I would say, in targeting these locations and all.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Rahul. So, my next question to you is, how do you define the travel app users? Like, are they different? Like, for different geo, do they behave differently?
Exactly. So, I mean, I like this question a lot because I'll tell you, for each travel advertiser, this is important.
Yeah.
Now, if talk about me, I have three questions very prominent in my mind. Who
Mhm.
are my OYO users? Are they businessmen? Are they young families? Are they couple? Are they students? Are they young working adults? Right?
Yeah.
What is their location? When I say location, that in Delhi, if I'm having approx 100 bookings, how
Mhm.
many are happening within the city and how many people are coming outside from there and then booking? So, is it like local or outsider? Right?
Yeah.
Location. Why they book an OYO? What is the purpose of booking an OYO? Do they want a place to stay? Is it like a business meeting? They want just they're just traveling from one state to another state and they stay in that way. Are they couple? So again, for any travel advertiser or any travel company, it's important to know their use cases. And what we do, we time to time actually do our market research. We check with the ground team. We actually roll out multiple surveys and we create a sample. And every quarter we actually refresh our use cases right now, because once you know your use case, once you know what your customer is looking for, you can optimize, and you can optimize your campaign messaging in that way, and you can enhance your overall business in that way, right?
Yeah.
If I talk about OYO in a normal, right, if I have to broadly categorize my customers in three buckets, I'll say millennials, business travelers, and family right now. So all these three have different behaviors. Millennials are mostly students, adult. They go for dinner, shopping, cinema, mall. They are extremely highly social media engaged. Right. If I have to target a millennial, I know where I need to go and where I need to spend my money in terms
Mhm.
of that. Right. Book OYO for maybe for privacy, or they just want to stay there, or they are backpackers who just just like in a night they plan to travel to Shimla and they will go like that. Then second use case, we have business travelers. They travel for business. They look for the nearest hotels and good amenities. And majority of them are repeat customers for me, right? Book OYO for basic quality and amenities at a reasonable price. So we understand our user, we understand their behavior, and based on that, we actually categorize how it should be done in
Yeah.
terms of.
So it is totally important to like understand the behavior of your user to like to target the most loyal user, I would say. Yeah. So we have some strategy questions for you, campaign strategy. The first and the most common question is that what are the key drivers to acquire new users?
So again, this is kind of very basic question which I've been
Yeah.
asked here. There is no so much of a hardcore rule. The only thing is if a advertiser is playing very smartly in the world, because I'll tell you, I mean, I have more competitors in the India market for the same hotel segment, right? If
Correct.
I'm going to reach out to Google saying that what I want to run a campaign with you, some kind of on an audience of travel, Google will tell me the same audiences to me, and Google will say the same audiences to some competitor as well, right? But now it depends on the advertisers how they're playing with that audience, right? How do you define your target audience? Okay. Use the right acquisition channel, create the high quality personalized creatives, run a referral program, create optimized landing pages. So these are few things which actually helps to utilize that audience in a very proper way.
Correct. So, what are the effective strategies to keep the loyal users? Like, do you focus more on user acquisition or on the retargeting, like retargeting the lapse user?
Uh, right. So, many app relies on retargeting solely to win back customers who stop using
Yeah.
the apps, right?
Yeah.
While it's critical to re-engage lapsed user, it's equally important to prevent app users from lapsing in the first place. Like,
Mhm.
why go there, right? So, as an advertiser, you should understand that if someone is installing an app today, after how many days he is stopping the activity, and can I stop that? Like, suppose if someone is installing the app today, and after 7 days I see there is no activity from the customer, so you can use your multiple channels like CRM, and you can get them engaged back. You can have a personalized message for them. So
Mhm.
that so this is like kind of important. Mostly a user drops off quickly a week after install happens, right?
Yeah.
While retention rates vary from app user very initially acquired, and that first week is crucial time for retarget user. So I
Mhm.
would it's very important that after installing the app, because right now whatever retargeting campaign we use based on the event basis, right? I mean, we retarget customers if someone is dropping from the hotel page. I mean, if someone visited the hotel page and again they drop off, then again we try to personalize the message for them. They
Mhm.
we retarget. So again, first thing for any advertiser, let's not make them a lapsed user. Let's not make them an inactive or dormant user for you.
Mhm.
Try to keep them in the active and super active bucket so that you'll have a long lasting business.
Mhm. Correct.
Because the way, if they move to a dormant or inactive bucket, it's very hard to get them back. So
Yeah.
try to keep them engaging on a regular basis so that they
Mhm.
don't move to that particular bucket.
Right. So usually what happens is that when we are using a travel app, we go for a holiday. After coming back, it's like, okay, we are not going for a holiday for another month or so. We may uninstall the app, right? As a user point of view. Yeah.
Exactly. Pompika, I'll tell you, the user behavior of the travel apps is kind of different from the other apps users.
Yeah.
29% of the travel app users, they report uninstalling the app when they were no longer needed, right?
Correct.
35% of the travel app users discovers app by browsing the app store. I mean, there is
Mhm.
no paid app who is coming into the place, but 35% of like they're just going to the app store and they're downloading it, right? 50 and I would say 60% of the travel app users prefers mobile app over mobile chat. So there are different trends. So as an advertiser, if you understand your trend for the users, that will be more important thing, in that way.
Correct. So what is your take on personalized creative? Like which are the formats that works best for you?
I would say, I mean, if you talk about only about programmatic gives a huge bucket of creatives in that way. That what kind of you have HTML5, you have rich media creative, you have vast VPaid, you have multiple creatives options available, right? For me, personalized creative, I would say, for me, if you talk about the creative format, HTML5 works very well for me, right? Second, if we talk about the retargeting campaigns, right? When we talk about the retargeting campaigns, their personalization actually plays a very vital role. Because if a user is dropping off from a Delhi hotel, I actually, make a creative in a that feed way that he gets the Delhi hotel in his message, and that actually increases the CTR rate and finally the retention, the customer will end up booking the particular hotel in that way. So personalization is a very, I would say, is a very crucial in any kind of market. And if you talk about the new user acquisition, right, I told you that for me, I have a three different genres of audiences. I have a millennials, I have business travelers, I have family. Now,
Mhm.
when I'm running a new user acquisition, how I can personalize based on their need, right? Because I know my millennials are mostly social media engaged. Like, what
Exactly.
exactly attracts them? What exactly makes them to travel something? Can I pitch in that way? Suppose we started in Himachal Pradesh. Himachal Pradesh is just now open, right? We
Yeah.
started a campaign called Khul Gaya Pahad, and we started targeting millennials because they are the one who actually wants to do a travel and just pack the bag and just go for a trekking or something like that. So
Yeah.
how we can understand the need of a customer, how we can actually put the need in your creative message, and again how you generate a demand. That is
Correct.
something which is very important right now.
It is all about connecting with the users through creatives. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. Holiday seasons are in coming. So, what is your given the nature of the app? Are you like pushing more budget for?
Absolutely, absolutely. So the segment what we are dealing with is the hotel segment, and we did multiple research because OYO is completely right now. We it started in 2013. We have crossed multiple holidays across these years, so we
Mhm.
completely understand which geo, which holiday season, what needs to be done, how the creative needs to be optimized, what people are looking for there right now, and how we can actually use the holiday season to have and to drive more bookings right now, right? If there is
Correct.
a holy Diwali, can we promote for the millennials saying that you can come to OYO and have let's say kind of a small party with us. Right now, IPL is going on right now. Why to see
Mhm.
an IPL from your home? I mean, let's just book an OYO and just enjoy IPL for 3 hours. I mean that's how.
Yeah.
So you
Mhm.
actually, I would say you have to use that opportunity for your business in a very innovative way, right? And
Mhm.
that's what it's all about marketing. So no one in the entire world wins, I would say, any war by right now guns. It's all about how you influence someone, and the influence again, it's not like such a fake influence. You should
Correct.
understand. You should provide user a quality stay. That's what they are seeking for because everyone deserves a good accommodation. I mean, that's what the Ritesh belief was earlier. That
Yeah.
when he himself stayed into multiple hotels in across the India, right? And he observed there was a lack of good stay
Yeah.
in terms of budget segment, and that's how we came into the picture. We just
Yeah.
innovate thing that way. Yeah,
Yeah, understand. Because I think we Indians like stayed a lot at home this time because I don't think so. There's any such extended lockdown in any countries in the world. Like people are still going out and they're still,
exactly.
we are like packed inside home doing our groceries online. And now it is the high time, like we need to travel.
Right. That's
Yeah.
true.
Mm. So Rahul, how do you consider a high lifetime value mobile user for the travel app? Hmm.
I would say, see, I'll tell you. I mean, obviously, if I talk about our own business, the repeat customer base is huge for us, and
Mhm.
that actually generates. So there are two ways. One thing is marketing. Second is your product. And you talk about any industry, it works in the same way, right?
Mhm.
Unless until your product is good, your marketing can't succeed, right? So the
Correct.
kind of quality stay what we provide to our users, it actually attracts the customer back to the same hotel. The kind of price point what we provide to the customer, right? So
True.
those customers who are actually doing a check-in, multiple times to the same hotel, to the multiple hotels, so we create a data segment for them and we divide them into multiple segments in that way, which is our power customer, which is core and casual, and again that's based on the check-in frequency.
Yeah.
So those customers who actually shows, I would say who are coming into your DAO, MAU, everything, and they are making a booking and check-ins on a regular basis.
Mhm.
They actually, we consider them as a lifetime value mobile users for travel app mostly. I mean, in that way, and who tends to travel not on a occasionally basis, but they have intent to travel on a regular basis. They are like, I mean, and mostly millennials falls under that, and the business traveler as well in that
Yeah,
way.
that is great. So there's a fun question for you. So we want to know about your favorite travel destination.
Favorite travel destination, I would say it's I'm a mountain guy, right? So I prefer, I would say, Kullu, Shimla, Manali. I mean, that's what I found the peace from this entire city life. I mean, that would I prefer. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much, Rahul. Thank you for all the insight that you have shared. Thank you, audience, for tuning in. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Pompika, for having me. Thank you, Aarki team, for having me here.
Thanks for tuning in on this episode of Programmatic Connect Digital. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content.